Hello, my friends. It's Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show, coming to you live from Brea, California. Glad to be here to tell you about some new features that just came out in StreamYard. I'm actually a couple days late, but I wanted to come out because I was practicing with them and testing them out and seeing, how I may be able to work them into some of my shows. And so what I thought I'd do is come on and show you some of those new features. Plus, I'll tell you about some other stuff. I have a great 50% off coupon for those of you that know Andrew Lane. He is a founder of 22 Social, but he has a new boot camp that's just starting yesterday. And so it's not too late to join. So I'm going to talk about all those things right after this. Jamming music. All right. Let's see what a couple comments are coming up. Hey, Corinder's on. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Hey, Mario. Nice to see you. And glad to be here with you. Mario's out of Chicago. Corinder, where are you at? I forget where you're from. Can't remember. I thought I knew at one point. So anyway, StreamYard is what I'm using right now. I'm going to go ahead and put up a little bit of banner here. If you want to try StreamYard, all you need to do is go to getstreamyard.live. getstreamyard.live, and that'll give you can use it for free for a little while until you get used to it, and then decide to purchase. And I believe there's 3 different levels. A basic level, I think. Oh my gosh, why do I do that? You know what? That is the worst thing you can do. Here's one tip I'm going to give you. Never talk about something that you do not know the answer to, because it won't go well. Just like right now, get StreamYard.live. See, now I'm committed to find out the solution. And why is it not coming up? Oh, I know why. Duh. Hold on. I typed in the Google space, not in the, there you go. Okay, let me find out the price, just so I can tell you what it is. It's well worth it. It is the least expensive, superior going live platform available right this minute. And so I would not hesitate to get it. It's free. That's one level. And you can get your 6 on-screen participants, screen sharing, banners, on-screen comments, brand colors, stream anywhere, StreamYard branding in your streams. That has to stay there. That's why it's free. And there are some other limits that you have in regard to the free version. Then there's the $20 a month, or you pay for it annually and save $60, which I would do. I would, in $20 a month. And then if you save $60 on an annual plan, that's even much better. Again, there's no other platform that I know of that's this expensive that has this much power. It is so far superior than the more expensive versions. I don't even have to tell you. I've tried them all. I've tried Zoom. I've tried Blue Jeans. I've tried BeLive, which I still love. I just think StreamYard's a little bit better. And there's a bunch of others. I've tried them all. I've had them have me come on as a consultant and use it for a little while and then give them my opinion. So I've used a great deal of them over the last several years. And then the next is Professional, which is the one I have, which is $39 a month. Billed annually, you will save $120 total. And so I would go with the Professional once you feel comfortable with it and you're going to go further. So sorry about that. I went down a little thing there that I wasn't prepared, because I mentioned, hey, Nicole, nice to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while. So I'm going to share really quickly one thing first, and that is Andrew Lane, who is one of the founders with 22 Social. Great guy. He has a brand new boot camp that just started, and you can still join. I put the coupon in the comments, so it's already there. If you don't see it, let me know, or private message me on Facebook. I am stream living on YouTube and Twitter right now, in addition to 3 different Facebook pages, which you can do in StreamYard. By the way, you can stream in all these different platforms all at the same time. So if you're in YouTube and Twitter and don't see it for some reason, I'm on Twitch too. I forgot about Twitch. Oh, you know what? I didn't click the Twitch button. Sorry about that. And so if you don't see the comment in YouTube or Twitter for whatever reason, with the coupon code, just simply go to Facebook, locate me, and private message me, and I'll send you that 50% off. It's totally worth it. I'm telling you. Let me go ahead and share my screen here, and I'll show you what he's got going on today. And let me go ahead and make this full screen. This is the boot camp course page on Facebook, and on week 1, I'm going to show you. So he puts in videos and training videos, and this is a boot camp. So I'm not going to show you everything because I don't think he would want me to. But week one, you're going to learn about the big picture, the hero customer, obstacles in your way, your success plan, the program name, rough outline, and delivery strategy. So that's a lot to cover in 1 week, and there's 30 days. So I cannot wait to see where this goes. And I think it's great. If you've never created an online product before, I think it's fantastic. If you have and just want to maybe learn some new tricks and strategies, I think this is a great platform for you to try out. So I definitely would give that a shot. Again, the coupon code is in the comments. Thank you, Mario. I just read your comment. But if you don't see it, make sure and private message me so you can see it. All right. So here's a few things I just want to share with you. And I don't know if I've talked about this before. So let's go to, let's use this. I'll use this banner. So it's a banner that you use to put, it can actually be your show flow. So in the order, you have what's called banners that show up here. And on my screen, I have them, right under one another, like right in order. So if my show flow says, the first question the first thing I'm going to talk about is this subject matter, you put it in a banner, show it up, and now you're going to talk about the subject matter that's in the lower third right there. And that is cool. The other thing that you can do, you can brand it, and you can actually they call it minimal. You can make it minimal, so it's only like that. So it's not a big yellow banner. I sometimes want the big yellow banner, and sometimes I feel like having just the minimal. Now the color that you see there can be changed. Now I don't want to change it because I'm using a branded color, but you can change that color. Wait, hold. Let me see if I can do this without causing myself grief. I'm going to copy it. All right, so let me just show you. I can change. Let me go back to the default, and I can change the color to, say, blue. I can change it to red. I can change it to yellow and green and all this kind of stuff, right? I can go over the spectrum with colors. What you want to do, though, is for branding purposes, you want to find the hex code for the 3 or 4 colors that are your brand. And so you're going to go to whatever means that you do to find colors and get those hex codes. I happen to use Coolers. Coolers is a great website. I've shared it before, and I've done all my branding for not only my branding, but some of my clients' branding, where I go there and we figure out the colors and we save those hex codes. So now I'm going to plug my hex code back in here because I copied it and hit return, and there it is. That's one of my branded colors for one of my platforms. So that can be done. And again, now we can go minimal or we can go default and decide which out. Okay, so the reason I start with that is because now there's a new feature with banners, and that is something that is called a scroll or ticker. So if I wanted to have a scroll come across the bottom, kind of like the news, I just hit in same place in banners, and there is my scroll. And again, that has the same branded colors. Now, maybe they'll change it later, so there's a little bit of a contrast. Or if I were to go to that other feature, which is minimal, then it looks like that, which also looks pretty cool. And so you can run that. Other things you can do is you can put announcements over there. And actually, let me go back the other look because it's easier to see, especially when you're on a phone. So let me go back up here. There we go. And so you can put breaking news. So here's breaking news. My new book, Today's CBD and Wellness, The Gateway to Wellness, comes out next week. I'm going to be relaunching it. I had an error on the first one, so I'm going to be coming back and launching that again tomorrow. So you got breaking news. And you can see as I change the banner, or if I get rid of a banner, it just goes away. If I get rid of the ticker, then the banner drops down. And this is what's going to be cool next. So I'm going to show 3 cameras. So if you're interviewing 3 people, so I'm going to have my 3 different looks here. I'm going to bring them up. And so I have 3 looks back there. I'm going to change the background. So it's a little bit more clear. Let's go to this background. And now let's go to this background. There we go. All right. So you can see that banner no longer blocks the person that's on the bottom. If you were watching my show where I was introducing StreamYard to my audience, you noticed that when I had a number of people, I think I had 4 or 5 people on my broadcast, it was blocking that person at the bottom. So if I get rid of that, everything comes back, bring it back. He goes up. So it no longer blocks that person. So fantastic. And here's the scroll, and it just comes up at the bottom of that picture right here. How cool is that, right? It's pretty awesome. And so you can feel more comfortable with bringing up those 3 people in, 4 people in, and when you're bringing up those the comments now to comments. Comments also cause those pictures to go up so that the comment themselves does not block the person on the bottom, which I think is awesome. Sorry about that. I just had a little frog in my throat. I had another, what's the other thing here? I want to keep this one back up. This one has the get StreamYard.live. So again, I'm using StreamYard. You can get an opportunity to use it for free for a period of time. I'm not sure how long it is. Maybe it's forever. But you get to use it for free for a while. You don't have all the bells and whistles, and I'm necessarily showing you right now. But it's a very good platform. You can interview people using the free version. But I would definitely pay for one of the versions at some point because it is worth it to pay for one of those versions. All right. Let me go back to my comments here. Oh, you hear an echo? I'm trying to use my other phone. Hold on, let me see if I can cut out the microphone of the other phone. Tell me if it gets better if I do this. I'll kill the mics. That's what's happening. So I'm using my phone as the third camera. So this camera right there, that camera right there is my phone. So let me know if that echo went away. I would really appreciate that very much. It's not something I always do, but there's always one of the mics that I forget to cancel out. So hopefully that worked. And that's probably what it was. So just let me know if the echo goes away. Holy cow. What is this? Holy moly. I can't understand you because of the echo. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, so I'm sorry, Casey. I should have asked earlier about that stinking echo. There's a I have microphone controls here in StreamYard, and I didn't click those before I went there. I really appreciate the feedback. Some people will let the whole thing go forever and not tell me that there's an echo. All right. I'm very happy about that. Thanks. Okay. So you got the lower third scroll. If I go to one of my other brands, which they allow you to keep these in folders. So this is the Facebook Live TV show. I have another brand where I do discussions on CBD oil and wellness. And now you can see that my colors change instantly. So if I go up to my banner now, the banner comes in a darker blue instead of that gold. It's just a different brand that I'm using on that particular one. And I have different not banners. I have different, lower thirds I use, like this one. Oops, let me actually drop this camera down so I can show you what that looks like. There we go. So this is what I use when I start my show. It's a lower third, and I create that in Google Slides. It's so easy. I use Google Slides for a lot of things, a lot of graphics I create using Google Slides. This is using Google Slides for the logo that's up here, and then the lower third that's down here. Let's see, I can bring in my book. How's that? And what else can I do off of this? There's a couple other things. All right, so let me go back to this other. I'm got to go back to this other thing there. So back to the yellow. So let me now get rid of the ticker down below. I'll take that off, and I just want to go back to what I'm using as my camera. So this camera right over here is on my other computer. So I have a desk over here with my computer, and on top of it is a webcam. And so that webcam is now shooting over in this direction. So you could essentially, you can change from camera position to camera position if you want. Oops, sorry, if you wanted to. So if I was talking about something here and then suddenly wanted to change and talk about something that may be over, be over my shoulder. There we go. Be over my shoulder over here, then I can do that and then get rid of the other camera. Now, as you begin to get more fancy, there we go. As you begin to get more fancy and start changing positions, that kind of stuff, this is where you start to add to all of your work as you're doing the live broadcast. And you can see when I'm trying to figure something out, it causes me to stop talking. It causes me to shift around and do some stuff. And so you want to be careful that in the early stages of using this very powerful platform, which can be used very simply or very complicated, that you try not to go too complicated too soon without practicing and that kind of stuff. And so changing those positions. And so what you may need to do at some point is add a second person to your broadcast who would be somewhat of a producer. You could have a person on this other computer where you're seeing it over here, and they could be activating the screens as you decide, I'm going to go up and I'm going to talk to this whiteboard and show you something on this whiteboard. And then you drop down these other seamless, then you would have a producer that would help you with some of those things. So it really is up to you. You can make this as complicated as possible. You can use your camera as a different view of something that's going on, again, to talk about something. I'm sorry, you're seeing like a little bit of my desk here that has some things on. My kids also use this desk for doing their homework. And so you get, and so you can also see there's the delay. So watch when I move my hand, see there's a little bit of a delay. That is because the phone is working off of Wi-Fi. My computer is working directly off of the router. And so that's why there's a little bit of a delay also. All right. Oops. Get rid of that. All right. Let's see what else I got for comments here. Thank God that echo went away. Hey, David, what's going on? Yeah, I got to get rid of that echo. I missed the beginning. Can you start again? Yes, I'll start all over again. All right. So there is now a ticker underneath. I know that Be Live has had the ticker for a while. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong camera. Be Live has had the ticker for a very long time. So StreamYard's a little bit late to that, but I think the other aspects of StreamYard makes it superior because they have their own system that they work off of, which makes the pictures a lot clearer and allows for more people to be on without the syncing of the voice being too far off. Again, we're always working with the internet. That's never perfect, right? The internet is never perfect. What happens is many people begin to blame the platform instead of understanding that, you need to be hardwired to have the best results with working over the internet. That's the best way. You also need to have all your Alexas and oops, she's going to talk. She's going to say something now. If your refrigerator is connected to the Wi-Fi, if your alarm system is connected to the Wi-Fi, like me, I have 5 cameras all throughout my house and on the outside and inside. Security cameras, they're all working off of Wi-Fi. I got the computer right over here working off of Wi-Fi. I have, what else do I have going on? I have a number of things going on. And as you begin to understand the amount of Wi-Fi that is being sucked up by all the tools that we have, and we have now Apple TV is another one that's going on currently in the background. So as you begin to understand, wow, why are my streams so sluggish? Why are they pixelated? Why is the voice delayed? Well, StreamYard does about as good a job as anybody I've ever seen, if not a superior job than anybody I've ever seen, of making the video quality high quality audio, high quality video. Where you come in is where you're trying to do a broadcast and you have a whole bunch of things running. I'm not sure if you've seen my screen lately, but I tend to have 30 or 40 tabs open. That is and on more than one computer. I look over that one, there has to be at least 40 tabs open on that one. And on this one, there's 15 tabs open. Never do that, right? I teach people all the time, make sure that the only tab you have open is StreamYard and the one that you're sharing the screen of, and that's it. Don't do a bunch of other stuff. Be hardwired. Am I always hardwired? No, but I'm telling you, StreamYard gives you a little bit of leeway with the power that they have built into StreamYard, so that even those of us that don't follow simple directions, like being plugged into hardwired into our router, without not having all of the tabs open in our browser, turning off all the other Wi-Fi sucking things that you have going on in your house. If you don't do that, then you're going to be struggling no matter what it is you can do. Lost your audio when you flick to the whiteboard. Oh, see again, that's because I'm changing and switching off of my microphones. What I like to do. Oh, that's funny. So the echo and all that should stop right away. What I like to do is what I was just going to show you right now. Let me bring this one back. Is that you can also connect to your phone using the audio on your phone. And what I use is a Sennheiser wireless microphone. And I use the three-pronged plug, whatever you call that, and put it into what's called an iRig. This iRig, actually, maybe this is better. This iRig you can get at Guitar Center. You can get it online, obviously, on Amazon. But the iRig allows you now to connect to the wireless receiver, and then plug into your phone. And you just plug just directly in front. You can either use the adapter if you have the a later version of the iPhone and it only uses this type of plug. Then you need the adapter. If you don't, which this one doesn't need it, I can plug directly into where you would plug in a wired headset, right? Or again, use this adapter. Then what I do is then I have the transmitter that I clip onto my belt, and I put that on in a wireless mic, and now my audio runs out of my phone, and now I can move around from the screen to my whiteboard, and you don't lose any of that audio. And so that's kind of one of the things that happened, is that because I turned the mic off on my phone, when I switched to that view, it muted my other mic, and that's why you couldn't hear me. So that's what happened. So I hope that was I didn't necessarily mean to go in all that explanation, but that's another thing that I use. And sometimes I forget that I'm not connected to my phone. All right. All right. Oh, did I show you? Yeah. Then I talked about the banners, the ticker. Let's do this ticker again, so you can know where you can get it. Go to getstreamyard.live to do that. Understand that you can now have the banners with the ticker running underneath. You can use your smartphone as a second camera. Other tips I had in here for another show, I might as well show you those while I got you on here, is always make sure that you have a good background. If you are training and teaching, then obviously a whiteboard is always a good thing to have over your shoulder so you can teach on the whiteboard. I sometimes will turn to that. The reason you can see it now and in the past you have not, because I changed over to the Logitech Brio 4K camera webcam, and now you can see the writing on the whiteboard. When I was using the other one, which is using this one here, the other Logitech, that one would not show. You can see now that you can see that they are blurry, right? You can't see the words. Now I realize I'm at an angle, but I'm telling you that that is the unfortunate problem with that camera, which is a Logitech 920. I was never able to really see these words that are on the whiteboard because of the quality that shoots. Now it's a good quality, but the quality was not good enough to be able to show the whiteboard, through that camera. Now using the Brio 4K camera, you can see these words. Now, if you're on a phone, it's hard because you probably need glasses to see that, but you can see the words a lot better. And that is the newest Logitech. As far as I know, it's the newest one that that has the ability to shoot really strong and really clear. The other thing about the background is you want to make sure that you don't have yourself sitting in front of a window during the day. So if you're sitting in front of a window during the day, it washes you out, makes you look like you're in the witness protection program. That's another type of background you need to be aware of. The other one is making sure that you're not shooting in an apartment. Like some people have a 1-bedroom apartment, or it's just all bedroom with a little kitchenette or something like that. Try to shoot so that you're not shooting your unmade bed and your dirty clothes in a hamper or a laundry basket all strewn about, strewn about, and make sure that your background doesn't look like a cluttered mess. Because what people will be doing is they'll be busy looking at your cluttered mess and not hearing what is going on in your message and what it is you're saying. So the background is important to make sure that you have focused attention on what it is you're talking about, and that helps with your message so that people can hear your message. Some people need to get really close. Molly Mahoney, one of my very early students, who is now making a killing and traveling all over the world speaking. She's fantastic. She gets really close to the camera, really close. And I cannot do that. I don't feel comfortable getting really close to the camera because it's just not my thing. And then when I see it, I don't feel great about being that close to the camera. Let's see, Miguel. Hey, Miguel, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Awesome. Nice to have you on. Great tips. Thank you. Hunter, can you talk about the couch? What couch? The couch. I'm not sure. Is this couch? No. I don't have a couch for sale. I do have a couch. You can buy a couch. You can have it. I'll give it to you for free. I do have a couch that I need to get rid of. That reminds me of, I used to be on something called Blab years ago, where people could join your broadcast. Was it just Blab, or maybe it was Meerkat? Meerkat, Blab, and Periscope. Periscope was also around at that time, before Facebook Live was around. And I was doing a lot of live broadcasting. I was using multiple phones. So I'd use 3 different phones. I'd be broadcasting from Blab, Meerkat, and Periscope all at the same time, using 3 different phones on 3 different tripods. And sometimes people could pop on to your broadcast, and you could have multiple people on, right? You could have like 5, 6 people on your phone app for Meerkat or for Blab or whatever it was. And then people would pop on. And so, and one day this guy, it was a sock. So the sock appears. So first of all, the screen's blank when the guy joins. and go, hey, whatever the name was, Farfignugan, which was all the time. Hey, Farfignugan, thanks for joining the show. Do you have any questions? About what we're talking about? That kind of stuff. All of a sudden, the sock appears, and he goes, I don't know what he said. He goes, I love your show, or blah blah blah, or something, and said something very nasty eventually, and then eventually had to pop him off. But people could do that in the ways that it was run before. People could join your show and you didn't know who they were necessarily. It was hard to message them and find out they just joined, right? They just were able to click on there and just join. And then you could either approve it or not. I don't remember if anybody's watching that remembers how that all worked, but I just remember, and that's what made me think somebody's calling about the couch auction. I'm not sure what that is, but it is funny. All right, I'm here for the couch auction. Oh man, life is good. Anybody here listen to Howard Stern? They call radio stations that are selling stuff. So that may be a little bit of that right there. I'm sure it's not Howard Stern's team, but I'm a lowly Facebooker. So it's awesome. So we've got plenty of people watching. Again, some of the new things with StreamYard. Sorry, I went a whole nother area right there. We had StreamYard, we had this, the ticker underneath. You can add the banners. And if you have other people on, which I lost my phone, I think somebody may have called or something, like knocked that one off offline. So I don't have that one available. If you have 3 people and you have somebody down there at the lower third, as if there's another person on there, it won't block that person. It actually raises up so that person doesn't get blocked anymore. And don't forget about Andy Lane's 30-day boot camp for creating an online program. I have a coupon for 50% off. And so he gave that to me and allowed me to be able to offer that to all of you that are watching. So if you need that, let me get rid of that other. When you are ready to go and you don't see the 50% coupon that I put in the comment section, let me know. Just private message me and I will make sure and get it to you. It's not in here for the. I love these comments. It is so funny. All right. So that's it for me on this particular show, and I hope you like the new features that came to StreamYard just over the weekend. And they're adding more cool stuff all the time. So if you have joined StreamYard and you have not done it yet, make sure and join the community. They also have YouTube and LinkedIn. Again, that's another one. If you have LinkedIn Live, StreamYard will actually go live in StreamYard also, in addition to the other platforms that I mentioned, Twitter, Twitch, and of course Facebook pages, groups, and personal page. All right, and that is it for this particular show. I just think about the people that are joining, asking about the couch. That is so funny. All right, I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.